The day of the Super Bowl. That's the day where millions of people will fuck their diets up. So much for your New Year's resolution. Well, the purpose of this video, and several ones to come in the near future, is to give you healthy alternatives to Super Bowl food. You don't have to consume all that high-fat, high-sodium food no more. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into it. For today's recipe, you will need some whole wheat tortillas, some chicken breast. You're going to need some mozzarella cheese and some cheddar cheese, reduced fat or fat-free if you can find it, some spinach, and 1 red bell pepper. And with these ingredients combined, we're ready to make some chicken quesadillas. Alright, we're going to start off by cooking the chicken. And chicken breast usually takes 10 to 15 minutes to cook when the water's already boiling, but we're going to cook it for about 30, 35, 40 minutes. And the reason you want to cook it for this long is that way the chicken will just fall apart. You want to shred it after it's cooked. Make sure you let it cool down first before you start to shred it. I don't want you guys burning your fingers or nothing like that. And as you see, I already shredded it. It's into little pieces, little strings. Right now, as far as the prepping goes, there's really nothing to it. We're going to just slice up the red bell peppers as thin as possible, as thin as you could get them, and mix up the 2 cheeses in a separate bowl. And for the spinach, you just want to wash it thoroughly, of course, and just put it in a separate bowl. And you'll notice I didn't give you no measurements to none of the ingredients, and that's because you could make a whole lot with this. And as you know, you just go according to what you want. Now we're just gonna spray some cooking oil, some cooking spray, pardon me, onto a skillet and place a tortilla on it. And we're gonna start off with a layer of cheese. Make sure you get it, spread it out evenly. You don't have to put too much, just enough. Alright, and up next, we're going to put a layer of spinach. Making sure you cover all the cheese up. And if it gets too clumpy with your hand, just pat it down some. Up next, we're going to start with a layer of the peppers, of the red bell pepper. Put as much as you want. I'll just put it on top of the spinach. After you're done with the red bell peppers, we're going to move on to the chicken. Alright, so you're going to want to put, also with the chicken, you could put as much as you want. I chose to go with about a whole breast worth, probably more. Just make sure you cover everything, cover all the spinach, all the peppers. Alright, and don't worry if it's starting to pile up. We'll take care of that. After you put the other tortilla on, you're going to pat it down with your hand or something with a flat surface. But before we do that, you're also going to add another layer of cheese. Now the cheese on the top and on the bottom is going to work as an adhesive kind of, like a glue. It's going to really keep the tortillas together, especially once we start to cook. Alright, and once we finish with the last layer of the cheese, that's where we're going to put another tortilla on top. And like I said, you want to pat it down and turn the oven on to about medium and start to cook. Alright, and once it's cooking, you want to spray some more of that cooking spray on top. Now I couldn't find a spatula. I don't know what the hell it was, so I just used a plate to flip it. This is really the hardest part of the recipe, is flipping the quesadilla. I almost completely messed it up, but I got it. And you slice it in 4 or slice it however you want, and this is what they should look like. I didn't use no seasoning. It has a great taste by itself. This is a great alternative for your Super Bowl party, for your Super Bowl day. Give it a try, guys. Thank you for watching.